May I now request Dr. Yonas Adato to kindly make his presentation online, please?
Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me. A warm greetings from Ethiopia. As I speak here in Addis Ababa, the African Leaders Meeting Summit is taking place. Entirely, it is Global South. And the original topic I was given was role of BRICS in strengthening cooperation among member states in the Global South. And I edited it a bit as an ongoing research project into strengthening cooperation among BRICS member countries and Global South to reform global governance, focus on an Ubuntu approach to strategic communication. My thought is premised on responding to this question of strengthening cooperation. How are we going to strengthen? What is the mechanism? My answer as a premise is strengthening through strategic cooperation on the basis of humanity first or Ubuntu approach, because that is African philosophy which sees all human beings as synergized, as in harmony, incoherent, and believing that the whole continent, the whole planet belongs to all human race, not for few, but for all. So all should get coordinated and at the same time, particularly Global South voice should be heard through BRICS by strengthening its own membership inside. So I just look at contextualizing the study first, then objectives of the study, methodology, and unpacking key terms as well as strategic communication, global governance, nexus. The previous speaker set excellent scenario for me to...
Can you slightly adjust your camera? We can't see your full beautiful face. Now that's good. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Right. So the context is the bipolar world order has apparently vanished with the Cold War. The unipolar period has seemingly passed, giving way to a new multipolar world order. Hence, new global governance, that is, multilateralism or multipolar system, is necessarily emerging, as the previous speakers reiterated. This phenomenon renders the global governance strategic communication nexus more complex and more significant at the same time. And yes, so since its inception in 2009, BRICS has sought to represent itself as an institution of change, hence reform the current world order for a new inclusive global governance. With that view in mind, since 2024 to 2025, to the existing five already has been stated, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and United Arab Emirates, later joined by Indonesia as full members of BRICS. The 2024 summit also designated Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Nigeria, Thailand, Uganda, Uzbekistan, and Vietnam as partner countries. BRICS is a new initiative of transnational politics, reflecting global power transitions, the possible end of collective West hegemony and dominance, as well as the final countdown of the liberal international order. Here, I'm not promoting any specific individual ideology, but rather peaceful coexistence, putting humanity at the center. Objective of this study is, the overarching objective is, one, bridging the existing center-periphery conceptual and practical gap of communication and governance models. Two, contribute to the efforts of reforming international institutions as it is now. Three, promote the new and emerging multipolar world order by putting humanity first, strengthening cooperation among member states and the global south, that of course, BRICS I'm talking about as member states. create more, that is the final point, create more space for diverse values and civilizations by improving BRICS strategic communication to save our planet and provide better and brighter future for humanity. So my methodology is qualitative and grounded case study, and particularly it proposes to examine effectiveness and efficiency of BRICS present strategic communication now as it works. Two, or B, pinpoint challenges of and opportunities for BRICS strategic communication to influence the current world order and suggest possible ways to reform the existing global governance structure as a voice of the global south. Specific methods of data collection and analysis include selecting convenient sampling methods for data collection, in-depth one-to-one interview and focus group discussions with identified political and media analysts, researchers, and professors, face-to-face in-depth interviews with diplomats of BRICS in BRICS countries in Addis, and applying thematic approaches for analysis and discussions. So when just I talk about Ubuntu, strategic communication, global governance, I mean the following. An Ubuntu approach is the African indigenous perspective with its foundation on humanity and communality. Since I am, because we are, therefore I am, as an analytical framework to explore an alternative explanation to the Western one-size-fits-all approach to both communication and governance models. In the Ubuntu approach, the principle behind BRICS strategic communication is that the very thinking process is framed and shaped by the communal nature and ways of human beings in the African context with shared values, vision, and future. Strategic communication is here a preferred way of how organizations or communicative entities communicate deliberately to reach set goals, functioning mainly as public relations or corporate communication activities, a comparative framework or integrated communication, an organizing principle or integrative concept, and an organizational meta process. Global governance in this context refers to the actual rules, regulations, formal and informal institutions. Global governance is a process that coordinates international cooperation to manage issues such as climate, environment, human security, human rights, international justice, internal and international peace, economic cooperation, and trade, among other activities, by creating and enforcing aspects of the world order. And the world order is an overarching system of power and structure of international relations. It is about the nature of just arrangements and the distribution of power thought to be applicable to the entire world. So global governance and world order in this context are interchangeable, but not identical concepts. For BRICS to be more effective in bringing change, in creating, entrenching global governance, which is inclusive, I think strategic communication remains extremely vital. So strategic communication, global governance nexus. Strategic communication arguably enables good global governance, and a well-governed system fosters better strategic communication. Structures, processes, features, and contents of strategic communication facilitate government accountability and citizen participation. Structures of governance shape the nature and flow of strategic communication, leading to global peace, which is the result of global governance. Governance structure molds strategic communication, ensuring that messages align with vision, values, and common goals. Hence, if approached in the spirit of Ubuntu, there is an organic and positive link between global governance and strategic communication at local as well as global level. The current research is therefore an attempt to explore and investigate the nexus broadly and deeply so as to come up with more insights and policy recommendations. Thank you very much indeed. And questions and comments are most welcome.
Thank you very much, Dr. Adeto, for really giving some very creative and constructive suggestions and guidelines for the BRICS to work successfully. I'm sure that when these leaders, delegations, and nations gather together in New Delhi, they'll listen to you and probably be guided by what you have said. Thank you very much.